taking a break from the Cash Money tour to pull up on Matt Hoffa. B Jizzle did a sit down interview. Shout out to Doogie, talking about what's really happening on the tour and what's going on with Lil Wayne and Baby. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Y'all know how we do it. We get right into it. Let's go.
Don't get me wrong. It's not like, I wasn't eating or, I wasn't, buying this and buying that and, taking care of my family and, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like but it just, I'm like, man, where is the solar, man? Shit just wasn't adding up in my eyes.
Okay, because it was Hot Boy. You had the Hot Boy movies, you had the tours, you had 3 albums that you put out. Looking at your bank account
I had
back then.
at this point, I had like 6 albums.
6 albums.
That I had them put out.
Yeah, BG had more albums than anybody on Cash Money. And before Lil Wayne went on that crazy run, BG was the one. He was like the foundation of Cash Money Records. Had to have more than 3 albums. I could name 4 right off the top of my head.
You know what I mean?
If you incorporate the collaborate.
Nah, the BG True Story, the Chopper City, It's All On You Volume 1, It's All On You Volume 2, or Chopper City in the Ghetto, Checkmate, Guerrilla Warfare, Get It How You Live, with the Hot Boys.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, the move, like, you know what I mean? Like, I had a body of work even before the deal that was already, super solidified where, I was doing numbers like, 200,000, 300,000. And back then, independently, we running it through Southwest, like, distribution, like, and, back then,
that's a lot. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, well, come on,
That's
man.
a lot of money.
I'm talking about.
You paying at least $20 a CD.
Yeah,
Think about that.
I'm talking about.
You selling hundreds of thousands.
You feel me? So, but like I say, I was young, and man, Stunner always was like, what's mine is yours, what's yours is mine, and I was his little BG, like I was his little son, so, I used to always be like, man, you hold it. You know what I'm saying? Like just hold it for me, you know what I'm saying? When I need somebody, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, and
that's where you fucked up at. They should be able to have that type of relationship, Birdman being 20 years older than everybody else, they should have been able to have that type of relationship. Birdman had money before the rap. Birdman daddy had money, so he called Wayne his son, but BG was damn near the same age as Wayne. He probably looked up to him just like a pops too, as a mentor. He just misused his trust. Shame on Birdman for that. But let's get back into it.
And it just came, to a point where I was like, well, man, hold up, man. You know what I'm saying? I could hold it myself. You know what I mean? Because I could go to him and, man, I need 50. Or I need 100.
So now I gotta ask.
Saying? Or I need a. You know what I'm saying? Like I need this, I need that. I got about 300 in the shoebox.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? In the closet, like.
I gotta ask, cause you went through these issues. Well, publicly, we saw you go through issues with Baby. We saw Wayne go through them. We heard rumblings and other crew members and them saying the things. Is that why y'all kept leaving them on stage during the tour? we all trying to figure out,
bro, some of that was like AI, man. Some of that was some bullshit, man. Like, that was it, bro. And I'm gonna just clean that up, right here, right now, man. Baby was not asleep on stage, man. You heard me? Like, we just gonna get that out the way. You know what I'm saying?
That didn't happen.
The homie was looking at the teleprompter, and when you do them big arena dates, right? You know, and even if you got a nice show and a long show, right? So you gonna have the songs and the lineup, taped to the floor so you could know what's coming up next, so you could set the song up properly, right? And it was a big timer segment of the show, that was coming up. So he was looking down to see where we was going next, so he could be on point. And I just think he got caught, from a bad angle, bro. You heard me? And they rolled the big homie out, man. Like, but we got a good laugh about it. We joked off it. Like, it was all fun. It was all games. It ain't do nothing for real, but hype it up, for the next one. And the show's still been selling out. So, you know what I mean?
I still think Birdman was asleep. But, I take BG word for that. But Lil Wayne definitely was asleep. That nigga was asleep. Because BG sitting there wiping him down, trying to wake him up. Wayne was stuck. You hear me? That nigga was stuck.
And I bet it is. I bet it is because people seeing certain things like, all right, so we saw Wayne cut him off in the middle of the speech.
Hey, but for real, like, so, when you doing them arenas like that, right?
Right.
You be having a hard shutdown time. You know what I mean? So, you be if they'll say you gotta be out of there at 11 o'clock. You need to be out of there at 11 o'clock. You hear me? Oh. You know what I'm saying? And in Houston, Wayne was late. You know what I mean? And he got fined $90,000.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So, to me, I can't take that. You heard me? Wayne might afford it. You heard me? But I can't afford a $90,000 hit. You know what I mean? A $90,000 fine. You see what I'm saying? So, Shorty got fined like 90 bands. 90 you know what I'm saying? For the Houston show, he was a little late. You heard me? So, he didn't want to, I guess he didn't want to take, another $100,000 hit. You heard me? So, he was trying to just really run through the set and make sure, that we got out there at the proper time or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like he was just cutting him off just on no disrespectful shit or nothing like that. It was like, man, he was trying to beat these last 20 minutes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And get the songs out
before we go over the time limit, and he had to pay another, you know what I mean?
Right.
And but motherfuckers don't be really knowing what be going on behind the scenes.
They
you know
don't be, and if it's left to people's imaginations, they out there thinking, everybody's getting even for whatever monetary discrepancies y'all had with Baby. And y'all just having fun out there.
Nah, facts, man. Like we've been having like it's been a movie, bro. I ain't even gonna lie, man. It's been a movie. I had been looking forward to it, you know what I mean, since, I was locked up. And at the end of the day, man, like, it ain't about what you want. It's really about what the fans want, man. And the fans really, wanted that. And wanted that Cash Money reunion. Wanted that Hot Boys reunion. Like, just really wanted to see, all us, back together on stage, like, as a unit and just giving it to them, like, how we came in the game, giving it to them. So, it made sense, man, for everybody involved. And then, at the end of the day, man, like how could you walk away from, that type of money? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
well, wait, we don't know what type of money. I don't know how much.
I don't know. I'm talking about like.
Hello. I guess I ain't gonna spill all the beans. But I want to know, too, what type of bread we talking here, And shout out to whoever put this together, man, because I'm a Hot Boys fan, man. I mean, I used to bump Get It How You Live so tough. I used to bump Chopper City in the ghetto so tough. It's all on you. Man, I could just keep going on and on, but I save y'all. I save y'all the agony. First of all, it can't go unnoticed that BG got the Rich Gang jacket on. He rocking the Birdman shit, right? I think all of them, because all of them have been outspoken about payments, discrepancies. But they put all that to the side to come together to do this. So I'm pretty sure the money got to be right from this point on for them to do this. Now, even though they getting together doing this, as a collective, they still not sugarcoating what happened. Like, they still keeping it a bean about how they feel about their money in the past, about the shit that went on in the past. They still keeping it a bean. I don't think a nigga was doing nobody no justice coming up faking the funk, acting like it's all good. We back all lovey-dovey. Like, we cool. We making this bread. You know, what happened, happened. This how I felt. This how I feel now. You know, so right after them being grown enough to put their differences to the side for the sake of the fans, for the sake of their own welfare pocket, you know, it gotta be lucrative. It gotta be. Let's hope Birdman doing right by everybody this time, man. You know, Birdman, you ain't got many moons left on this earth, man. And you can't take the money with you. You know, but the thing you can take with you, the thing that you leave behind, is your legacy and the way people feel about you, especially the people close to you. Now, when it comes to strangers, it comes to people like me, you don't know me, who gives a fuck what I think? You know, some nigga in Vermont somewhere that don't like you, who gives a fuck? But the people that you knew before the fame, the people that you grew up with, man, you gotta do right by them. You gotta do right. How y'all feel about it though? Let me know what's your thoughts on the whole Cash Boy reunited situation. You think they some fools for doing that after the Birdman done fucked them once, fucked them twice? What y'all think? Leave me a comment down below. If you made it this far, hit the subscribe button. And I will not accept no for an answer. Hit that goddamn subscribe button right now. Hit the like button right now. I'm finna work on some new videos though. I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.